Hi, my name is Boris and welcome to Cosmic Trading, and today we're going to cover SPX, Microsoft, GameStop, oil, and jets. Let's start with SPX real quick. So SPX still having a lot of trouble in this area, and we haven't quite touched the last gap one of this downtrend we are currently on. So if we do go up to the upside again, we have about 0.7% until we touch gap one, and we have about 0.5% to the downside until we touch this last level 5 support. Now let's move on to Microsoft. So Microsoft is still kind of going up little by little, but in a weird sideways type of deal. So if we are to go down and use anything as support, at least on the short term, it's probably this blue trend line right there, and it's about 1% to the downside. Now if we break through this, then we have about 2% to the downside until we use this downtrend line as support as well, which, as you can see in the past, we already have tested it about 3 to 4 times. Now let's move on to GameStop. Holy cow, GameStop is ridiculous. So it proves me absolutely wrong last week. I thought we were gonna take a little breather here, but it went and passed way through, and we got rejected by this purple trend line right there. So because of this, I think it's time to update this overall uptrend now. So for now, for the uptrend, I'm not going to take too many measurements. I'm just going to leave it at the level 3 uptrend because the overall uptrend seems to be at level 3 currently. But the problem is, as you can see, we have a very large gap of uncertainty right there. So I don't like that at all, but it is what it is. So if we're going to touch our first uptrend support, it's about 3.5% away. So I think for this week, we might use this area as support. Now, if things get really bad, then we have about 11% to the downside until we use the other gap 2 as support. Now, let's move on to XOP. Since last week, we have been using this level 3 option as support, and we are still using it as support. Now, this is where I get worried because we have been using it as support for far too long, and it's already a weak uptrend line. So if we do start falling again, I think we might use the level 1 uptrend as support, which is about 9% to the downside. But if we say screw it and go up to the upside, then we are about 2.7% to the upside until we touch the level 3 downtrend. Now let's move on to jets. So jets did manage to break the purple trend line, and we are still using it as support currently. We got 2 support candle, as you can see right there. So if jets continue to the upside and is a very bullish moment, we're gonna have to worry about this level 1 uptrend currently, which is about 4% to the upside. And if we break through this and try to follow the overall uptrend, which is at a level 4 currently, then we have about 8% to the upside. Now that's gonna be really difficult to do because we have not fully broken to the downtrend yet, and we still have gap 2 and gap 1 to break. So that's very unlikely, but it is possible. Anyways, I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.